All I want for you to do is to act. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of having to say the same things over and over again, only to have the same thing happen like clockwork. You see, there's a reason in the last 5 posts that I've used the phrases us and you, because that's what it feels like. White people, it feels like there's a consistent war between us and our humanity and our issues versus your privilege, your recognition that what we go through is real. When it comes to your issues, you want us to stand with you, but when it's our time, you're not with us. Celebrities and influencers, it feels like a consistent war between the issues and your needs to maintain clout and importance. And your support only appears for the things you care about. You ask for our support to elevate you. When it comes to us, you're not there. Businesses, it feels like a consistent war between your bottom line and the game you play with us. You see, during February and mid-September to mid-October, which is National Hispanic Heritage Month, many of you show the absolute minimal amount of support. You do that in a way that claims you're with us. And then March or June rolls around, and the way you support those months is overwhelmingly different compared to ours. It's night and day. Law enforcement, please stop lying to us. Stop telling us that's only a few bad cops when there's a systematic issue. For example, during this global pandemic that we are still in, by the way, a majority of the people arrested in New York City for violating social distancing ordinances were black and brown. There's multiple videos of different NYPD units attacking and beating black and brown people for not social distancing. If you scroll through any social media platform and notice how white people aren't social distancing, they are often safe. You guys don't go after them the same way you go after us. Another example, you do not treat the riots of when a sports team wins or loses the same way when we are protesting and expressing our anger. As a whole, you treat us differently. And you tell us that you're not, and that is the lie. The political right, stop telling us that you're with us when you're not. There's a large division between us and you. That division is based on the lies, the mistrust, and the lack of honesty when we raise our issues. The reason why you don't have a lot of black and brown support is because you keep telling us that we are wrong, that we have to do these other things to be accepted. You need to address the support that you have built your platforms on, because a base of your political base is very anti-black, anti-minority, racist, and clan-like. You often ignore and explain those elements away. The political left, you gotta stop using us as props. Yes, while you're better than the right in general, there's more action that you can and should do. When you have a campaign, place more black and brown people in it, not just as telephone workers, but in all positions throughout your apparatus. Talk to us, not at us, and don't take advantage of our support for you. For those in these circles and others not mentioned who think I could be doing more, stop thinking and act. If you're an individual in these areas, make your voice be heard. And if you don't know what it looks like or what it means to do it, asking and then doing it is part of that action. The more you don't act, the more that silence increases until the next instance where a black or brown or Latinx or Asian or Muslim or another marginalized group is hurt by the system, the more problems occur. In that silence grows anger and frustration. We talk louder and louder to increase our visibility, and yet we are still met with silence. What happens is that the more we are not heard, and the more you don't act, the more forceful we become to find ways for you to listen to us. And we rather you have acted from the beginning